Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a little like a POV driving video on whether I think you should buy a Jaguar XJ. Right, hopefully everything will be in view and the microphone will be turned on and the SD card will be in there, because I have to confess I've done this 3 times over the past 2 days, and every single time I've done something wrong. So yeah, this is try 3 of doing a little POV and whether I suggest you get a Jaguar XJ. So I'll drive up some nicer roads and then yeah, we'll take it from there. Right, so yeah, we'll start it off here. It's just going to be basically just me waffling on about what I like and what I don't like about the car. So yeah, the first thing I can already tell you going around this roundabout is one of the pros is the comfort of this car. The suspension is super soft. It makes driving it really super comfortable and pleasurable. So any bumps or anything like that, it's quite hard to describe how well it rides. I think if I was to compare it to something, it would be like a Range Rover that's been cut down in height. Actually, it's probably not. It's probably the length of a bloody Range Rover. So yeah, just cut down in height. It's super wallowy, super soft over the bumps, and it sort of just like rides over them instead of like crashing down onto them. So I've got a few other cars like the Mazda where it's like it's back braking if you hit a pothole, whereas because of the profile of the tyres and just how the car was designed, it's super comfortable and like a real pleasure to drive. It's the sort of thing you'd wake up on a Sunday morning and go to an old granny's cafe, which is exactly what I'm doing, but it's Tuesday because it's taken me so many days to get this right that yeah, it's not a Sunday anymore. So that's the first pro. The second pro is the steering is ridiculously light. Again, it's the same thing. It's like it's not designed to be give you much feedback. It gives you nothing. So in certain ways it's bad, but in the way of comfort and ease of use, it is brilliant. It's super light and soft. It's not very what do you call it? It's not very precise or direct. So if you turn the steering wheel a quarter turn, you're not going to see much happen. See, there's quite a lot of play before anything happens. But you don't really mind in a car like this because you're not going to be honing it around the back roads so much. And then there's just the comfort inside is another thing. It really is like sitting on your sofa. There's no other way to describe it. You sort of fall into the seats, and they're more like chairs than seats. You know, they're not inspired by car seats at all. They're super cushiony. Oh look, a Jag friend. Apart from he's got some money because he's got a nice number plate. Yeah, so everything in the interior is very good quality, other than the odd switch and button. I think maybe the door handles or something like that. Some things are from a Ford Mondeo basically, so the quality's of Ford quality. So basically it'll probably break anytime you ever use it. But the last thing that one of the last things that I like about the car is the inside. It's got everything you need, to be fair. You've got heated seats, cruise control, which works really well. You've got all your steering wheel controls for like the music and the radio. What else is there? It's climate control. So it's really, I mean, it doesn't feel as old as it is. It also doesn't drive as old as it is in certain ways. So there's a lot to like about this car. Right, so trip to the garden centre complete. Now on the way back, I will tell you some of the cons or the things that I don't personally like. Obviously, this is all subjective. Just because I don't like something, it might be the selling point for you. So I'll tell you all the things I don't like, and then you can make up your own mind. Get the old sports mode on, which doesn't seem to do a huge amount, but it definitely makes it hang on to the gears for longer. Up to the speed limit here, which I think, well, I know it's 50 actually. That's basically foot to the floor, so it sounds pretty cool. But yeah, it seems to just hang on to the gears for a bit longer, but that's besides the point. Back to the cons. Where am I losing my head again? So yeah, some of the pros are like double-edged swords. So going back to the steering, it's not confidence inspiring at all. You would never want to send this round a corner. It's super light, and like I say, there's quite a bit of dead space, so you really wouldn't want to be hooning this around. It's made for comfort. That's what you're in it for. And if you want a car to go rag around the back roads, don't buy this. And it goes straight onto the suspension. It's the same thing. It's really soft, so you know, if the back steps out and you're going quick round a corner, there's no chance of you correcting it, because you can't feel when it's on the edge of losing grip. So I've done it a few times on purpose to check, to sort of feel it out. And yeah, when the back end goes, it just you can't even tell. I'm sure if you got some coilovers or something on it, it'd be quite good. Because of the length of the car, it wouldn't be very snappy at all. So I'm sure you could do some sends if you wanted to, but if you did, you wouldn't buy this car. You know, you'd be buying like an IS200 or something like that, not a Jaguar. The third thing that is most annoying about this car, in my eyes at least, is the fuel. If you wanted this car for everyday use, I'm not sure who would want to drive one of these every day. I mean, I would love to, but the fuel would definitely deter me. But yeah, I personally, in my situation, this could never be a daily, because it's just too bad on fuel. Everything else I'd like about it, other than the last con in my eyes, which is actually the biggest one, even though it's not really anything to do with the way it drives or anything, is the length. I mean, it's nice because you have the extra space. I mean, the boot's massive, which is obviously a good thing about the car. And in the back seats, you've got as much leg room as the front seats, which is crazy in a car at all. I don't think in a Range Rover you definitely don't get as much leg room in the back, which is crazy. They were driving in the middle of the road. Thank you very much. Yeah, the length is crazy, because if you ever want to do anything other than take it to, like, I don't know, just other than drive it, it's not really possible. I mean, if you went to a Tesco or Sainsbury's car park, I've not done it because I've been like thinking, oh, there's no way I'm going to park this, but I'm almost 100% sure that you would not fit this in a Tesco or Sainsbury's parking bay. So it sort of limits the use, if that makes any sense, for the car. You've got to be thinking about where you're going in it, because you can't just jump into it and go to like a multi-storey car park, for example, or a supermarket car park. So yeah, I think those are the main things that I do and don't like about the car. And obviously a couple of those things are like I like and I dislike. So I don't know, it's a hard one. I would definitely say I love the car, that's for sure. I do love the car. It drives super nice, it's so comfortable, nice like Sunday cruiser. Would I have one for a daily? Would I, if this was my only car, would I have one? No, I don't think I would. I'd probably have like a PD 130 that's good on fuel and a little bit nippy, so I wouldn't recommend one for a daily. But again, this is all in my situation. You might have a load of money, a load of cash, and think, well, I don't care about how bad it is on fuel, and I don't really have to park it in supermarkets. And if that's the case, I could fully recommend you to buy one, because this is the car you need. So yeah, but overall 100% I would suggest or recommend at least driving one of these, because I think it's not for everyone. If you're just focused on going fast, I don't think it's your type of car, but to me, yeah, I think it's a brilliant car and I would recommend one all day long. So I hope that's not been too boring and you've not gone annoyed by me saying every 3 seconds. But yeah, there's just a little quick video on would I recommend a Jag XJ, and the answer is yes, because it's a brilliant car, really nice to drive, and it makes you smile. And if you could do that in life in general, you're doing pretty well. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like, share and subscribe. I'm out.